Nigeria is not a real place, because how can one country be so chaotic, so loud, so stressful, so unpredictable? Oh, Nigeria, stop!
Nigeria, stop!
But it's still so much fun. I just want to preface this video by saying that I am no way romanticizing suffering. Please, I beg. You think I don't get sense? If I'm romantic, why am I not in Nigeria? Why didn't I not pick up my bag and go? Me, I know what I can handle.
God have mercy
upon
us.
I will get into it. I go to Nigeria every single year, and every single year I come back with one Nollywood blockbuster one story that will blockbust your mind. All the gist where I collect from primary school to now, it never feel reach what I collect when I go to Nigeria on one trip. 1 week gist. Even when I'm telling people the stories of what's happened to me, what I saw in Nigeria, people will still say to me, oh, but when are you moving to Nigeria? I say, hello. Forward ever, backward never. Don't get me wrong, I love Lagos, I love Nigeria, but two things can be true. I can love the place, but I can also love to live. This video is going to touch on the good, the bad, the ugly of Nigeria. So let's start positive, let's start good. What? Nigeria 2025, I think that was the best trip of my life. Do you not want me to make it?
I'm literally about to go when I saw your stupid camera.
When I say dirty December, I'm not really partying as much. I feel like every December I've been to, I've only been out clubbing once, because I'm not even like a clubbing person. I'm talking more on a spiritual level. Can we talk about it? I feel like every time I go back home, I don't know, I just feel so connected to my roots on a serious level. Being in a country full of black people is so healing, especially when you work a job with only white people. So just having an environment where your people are there, everyone's speaking the same language as you, the music you're listening to is music that you love, the food available is food that you love, the clothes that people are wearing are the clothes that you love. What? Nigeria on a normal day is great vibes, but Nigeria in December, vibes unmatched. And you know why? Because everybody is there, everyone's on holiday, like the vibes are unmatched. Sunshine, you Nigeria, yeah, okay. I got this plug that I'm there. Sunshine, wait, I'm already in the Uber. Yeah, Sunshine, I called the driver. The driver is dropping me now. When you step out, everybody is the main character, and that's what I love, because that's how I think. You know how they say that Nigerians are prideful, we think we're the main character. It's true, because when I go to Nigeria, every babe is stepping out like they are the president's wife, and I'm like, yeah, as you should, and as I do. But Nigeria can humble you real quick. By the time you spend 2 hours in traffic for a 10-minute journey, you now think to yourself, is it worth it? There's no space for timidness, lack of self-confidence. Like, if you don't step up to the plate, somebody else go chop from that plate, you know? So that's what I love about Lagos. Like, it just makes me want to be me and the best version of myself and be unapologetically me. There's never been a greater gap than the wealth gap in Nigeria. Like, what? On one side, you see people struggling, begging. The other side, you see houses that are giving, I don't know, stadium. I entered some houses and I said, wow, my eyes have never touched this wealth before. In my life, I've never even seen the wealth, let alone the wealth be in my pocket. I went into one house, I said, Jesus, Jesus, how I love you. I will not do fraud to collect this house. The thing is, child, there's money in Nigeria, but where the money come from, I don't know. Because I'm sure minimum wage is like, what, 50k, 100k? That's about like 50 pounds. 50 ungrateful British pound is someone's salary. And people are living in a skyscraper. I don't know. I don't know which job they do. I don't know which job in Lagos will give them that amount of money. Oh, even job in UK, I don't know which kind of job in UK will give them that kind of money.
If you don't get it, forget about it.
One thing I've realized that people will have rich aunties, rich this and that, but they will never ask them, oh ma, how did you get the money to buy this house in Banana Island as a single parent on a single income? No one is asking those questions. When I be looking at some people, I'm like, wow, I wonder what they do. People tell me, oh yeah, they work in government, they work in this. I'm like, government is giving them that kind of money. Interesting. I didn't know the government had that amount of budget, because if they now release the budget from the salary and put it into the road, then we wouldn't have as much accidents as we do. Let's start there. How can someone working in government earn a skyscraper but the road is shaking? Because surely more money should go to the roads than go to the pockets. I don't know. I'm an engineer. So whenever I go to Nigeria, I get very overstimulated because naturally I'm always looking at roads, always looking at improvements, stuff like that. So when I go to Nigeria and the pothole, in fact, pothole is being generous. It's a crater. It's a ditch. I'm just like, what is going on in Tinubu's land? When people tell me that, oh, Sunshine, you can go be an engineer in Nigeria, you can work on the roads, I said, please, do you think there is a lack of good engineers in Nigeria? You must be kidding me. Nigeria is full of smart people. It's corruption. That's just it. It's corrupt. We're not lacking engineers. We're lacking good leadership. And I'm sounding like the uncles that will now sit down at the party and be talking about politics because I get it. I get what's the meaning. Why are we hoarding in domain?
How can a government, how can you hoard in domain? I mean, this is intolerable.
When I was in Nigeria, I got involved in 2 car accidents. 2! In one trip, in 1 week, 2 car. I couldn't. Who is there any insurance? Is there anybody to call? They will not shout. You shout at them, they shout at you, and you now be going. Is that a life to live? That's frustration. Because after the party is finished, after you've eaten all the food, after you've done chop everything, you dress all the dressing, you've done all the beauty treatments, what is left? What is actually the bare bones of this society is based on corruption. You know what I hate so much is when people tell me that, oh, to live in Nigeria, you just need to be rich. I'm so sorry. Being rich will not stop a building from collapsing on your head because it was built illegally because they didn't want to use the right cement. Because how will you know? Will you now ask for the structural integrity of every single building you enter? You're not gonna do that. Being rich is not gonna stop somebody else crashing into your car. Being rich is not gonna stop the structural laws of the country from happening to you. Nigeria happened to me is a statement that is very, very real and very, very depressing. A wealthy lady took her child to the best hospital in Nigeria and the child still died due to incompetence of the doctors. So don't tell me that you need money to live a great life in Nigeria. Nigeria will still happen to somebody. I say all of this to say a lot of people want to live in Nigeria. Do you know how many people I know would love to move back home and enjoy their country, but they can't because they're scared that Nigeria will happen to them? I literally pray for a Nigeria where people will be flocking to come back because it's amazing. Every country has their issues. The UK, if I start, I won't stop. Every country has their issues, but Nigeria issue, There's a popular proverb that says, grow where you are planted, but it is hard to grow in a place where the soil does not provide the right nutrients for growth.